Namaskar, a very warm morning to one and all. I am Dr. Rajesh Jaipurkar, working as a Pro Vice Chancellor of Sant Gadge Baba Amravati University, Maharashtra. Chairman of this one-day national webinar, Honorable Sau Kirtitai Rajesh Arjun, who is President of Shri Dadasaheb Gawai Charitable Trust Amravati and member of Senate of this university. Resource person Honorable Dr. Sukhdevji Thorat sir, former chairman University Grants Commission. Secretary of the Trust Dr. P.R.S. Rao sir, Principal Dr. Padwal Mallu sir, Principal Dr. Anjan Kumar Sahai sir, Principal Yashwant Harne sir, dignitaries, principals, teachers, researchers, officials, academicians, students, and all stakeholders present for this inaugural ceremony, Pan India. At the outset, I offer my sincere salutation to the Goddess of Knowledge and Wisdom, Ma Saraswati, our motivational force, the great social reformer, Sant Gadge Baba, and the true son of this soil, the visionary social and political reformer, former governor of Kerala and Bihar, late Dadasaheb Gawai. In the beginning, I very happily declare that this one-day national webinar on National Education Policy 2020 and challenges is now open. I congratulate the organizers, Shri Dadasaheb Gawai Charitable Trust Amravati, the Takshashila, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, and Ramakrishna College for this quality enhancement initiative. Friends, we all are experiencing uncertainty due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This pandemic has badly affected education sector. Therefore, to maintain the social distancing and to avoid large gatherings, such online programs are very much welcome move. Friends, we all know that India is having one of the largest and diverse education system in the world. Privatization, widespread expansion, increased autonomy, and introduction of programs in new and emerging areas have improved access to higher education. We have around 700 universities and 40,000 colleges. On the other hand, some of the major problems currently faced by the higher education system in India and which is categorically addressed in this National Education Policy 2020 are the first and a very important problem, that is, we have a severely fragmented higher education ecosystem. Then very less emphasis on the development of cognitive skills and learning outcomes. The third one is the rigid separation of disciplines with early specialization and streaming of students into narrow areas of study. Then comes the very limited access, particularly in socio-economically disadvantaged groups, with few higher education institutes that teach in local languages. Then we have very limited teacher and institutional autonomy, inadequate mechanisms for merit-based career management and progression of faculty and institutional leaders. Then comes the lesser emphasis on research at most universities and colleges and the lack of competitive peer-reviewed research funding across disciplines. Then the important suboptimal governance and leadership of higher education institutes, and then an ineffective regulatory system. The last one is the large affiliating universities resulting in low standards of undergraduate education. Friends, as a result of extensive exercise, large deliberations, large feedbacks, we have this National Education Policy 2020. Union Cabinet has approved this National Education Policy on 29th July 2020. Now it is a need to create awareness and to discuss the policy highlights and their implications. Friends, we must know the vision of this policy. This education policy envisions an education system rooted in Indian ethos that contributes directly to transforming India, that is Bharat, sustainably into an equitable and vibrant knowledge society by providing high quality education to all and thereby making India a global knowledge superpower. The policy envisages that the curriculum and pedagogy of our institutions must develop among the students a deep sense of respect towards the fundamental duties and constitutional values, bonding with one's country, and a conscious awareness of one's role and responsibilities in a changing world. The vision of the policy is to instill among the learners a deep-rooted pride in being Indian, not only in thought but also in spirit, intellect, and deeds, as well as to develop knowledge, skills, values, and dispositions that support responsible commitment to human rights, sustainable development, and living and global well-being, thereby reflecting a truly global citizen. Friends, the basis of the National Education Policy 2020, that is, the principles of that policy, is to develop good human beings capable of rational thought and action, possessing compassion and empathy, courage and resilience, scientific temper and creativity, imagination, with sound ethical moorings and values. It aims at producing engaged, productive, and contributing citizens for building an equitable, inclusive, and plural society as envisaged by our Constitution. Friends, you will be definitely highlighted covering all aspects of this National Education Policy 2020 throughout the day. Friends, implementation of this policy is of great importance and a great task for all of us. It is a matter of great pride that we all are the partners in this process. I am very much confident that this national webinar will definitely add for the quality enhancement. I extend warm wishes for the grand success of this webinar. I am very much thankful to the organizers for this invitation. Thank you. Jai Hind. Namaskar.